and welcome to the Sejpal Obra Media. So, are Arsenal and Chelsea are bad as each other? Um, See, the situation at both the clubs are that they are fighting for a Champions League spot after conceding a lead to Manchester United, a lead of whatever number of points to Manchester United, and suddenly they're in the back seat. And especially for Chelsea, chasing is something that they're not very used to, and chasing a spot for the Champions League or just fighting for a spot in the top four because they usually compete for the title. But in the last 3 or 4 years, that hasn't exactly been the case, even though Chelsea won the title in the 2016-17 season. Now, as you know, Manchester United are in a driving seat at the moment, and they look like they will finish in the top four because of the form they are in. And of course, the miraculous run of form of Manchester United, nobody can deny that. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done a wonderful job at that club ever since Mourinho left. And to think that Chelsea were 11 points ahead of Manchester United when Mourinho was sacked, and they're in this position where they are behind Arsenal at the moment because of goals scored. Chelsea have the lowest number of goals in the top six, lowest number of goals scored in the top six, despite playing an attacking brand of football. Now, you tell me whose fault is it? I mean, is it the players? Is it the manager? I don't know because I think, personally speaking, I think it's the players, and the players are not sticking to Starry's system and they're not implementing it properly. And it's a system which takes time to learn, obviously, because this group of players have been used to defensive and counter-attacking systems, and suddenly they're forced to switch to an attacking system. So obviously, it's going to take time to adjust to it. Um, Sari, as far as he's concerned, he's kind of been backed in the summer. He has kind of been backed in the summer. For example, he has brought in Jorginho, the player who controls Sari ball, who's supposed to control Sari ball, and Kepa as Courtois' replacement. And of course, in the winter, like in the Jan transfer window, he's bought in Higuain. He's gotten Higuain on loan, my bad. So these are three sort of integral pieces of the puzzle to hopefully fix Sari ball and things which have been going wrong for the past month, for the past 1.5 months or so, especially since the Leicester loss. So Chelsea, as far as I'm concerned, are in a bit of a crisis. But on the other hand, there's Arsenal. Arsenal is a club that is, in my opinion, punching above its weight, even now. Even the fact that they're in fifth position, they're punching above their weight. And it's a sixth place team, a clear cut sixth place team, fighting for the fourth spot, the top four, basically. And they were in the top four for a brief period of time. They had gone to that unbeaten run of 20 games, similar to Chelsea, where Chelsea had gone unbeaten for like 18 games or something. And Arsenal also had a 20-match unbeaten run, where they were very impressive, by the way, and they were blowing teams apart despite the defense being weak. I mean, the attack has compensated for the defense, and this team, despite its defensive deficiencies, are a sum are like are a team which has a sum greater than its parts. So that's a good thing about Arsenal, and I think Arsenal kind of have an advantage in the top four race, even above Manchester United, in my opinion, because Manchester United have had this good run of form, of 9 game, 9 games won, 10 games won, 1 draw and 1 defeat. Or if I got it wrong, I don't know. Maybe I think it's 9-1-1, but whatever. Anyway, the shock loss against PSG is the only loss that Manchester United have had since Solskjaer arrived. Yeah, so it wasn't exactly a shock, but anyway, whatever. So I think Arsenal have a chance at the top four and they have the advantage over other teams because Despite Manchester United having a momentum at the moment, there's a possibility that they could lose one or two games still, and Arsenal could be level on points with them and have a greater goal difference. I mean, Arsenal and Manchester United's defense are equally as bad as each other, in my opinion. And the, their attack is good, obviously, and but that's not the point. I mean, Manchester United is a team which has to be performing above expectations anyway. So that's one thing. Chelsea, in my opinion, have an outside chance of getting into the top four, despite being only 1 point behind. They have an outside chance because the current form and under Maurizio Sarri has been abysmal, and it has been extremely unfortunate because till December they were challenging for the title, and once they lost that game against Leicester, everything kind of collapsed, which shouldn't have happened anyway, but it has, and what can we do about it? Um, as far as Arsenal is concerned, Arsenal have a good team, and Unai Emery is managing this team extremely well. It's a masterclass. If he takes his team to fourth place, it's a masterclass because this team has to be is good enough only to be sixth, in my opinion. And even with Ozil fit, even with Aubameyang fit, even with Lacazette fit, because they just don't have what it takes to really, really compete with the top, even for top honors in football. Yeah, in Premier League especially. You know, this top four race is going to be very, very tight. And in my opinion, it'll go right down to the wire. In my personal opinion, I hope that Chelsea make it to the top four along with Manchester United or Arsenal. Sorry, not Manchester United, Arsenal. I hope Chelsea make it to the top four because, oh yeah, Manchester United and Arsenal will be fifth and sixth respectively. And it looks unlikely considering the current form, but I really hope they make it to the top four. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Sash Palobra Media. Goodbye.